Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tastefully Balanced. I'm Miriam, and for today's last summer meal prep, I am sharing with you guys a delicious summer pasta recipe along with a beefsteak recipe. So if you guys love meal prepping, please subscribe and keep watching. All right, welcome back. The first thing I'm gonna make is a delicious breakfast, of course. And I actually just randomly saw this on my Facebook feed when I was scrolling through, and I thought, wow, what a genius idea. It's not only quick, but it's also baked in the oven. I can make a bunch at a time. So I'm sharing with you a tortilla egg bake. I'll just call it that because I don't really know what else to call it. But it's really just taking a piece of tortilla, putting a few slices of whatever type of meat, or you can leave the meat out completely, but I just went ahead and put some turkey breast slices and then some cheese around it, and then I just crack an egg right into the middle. And I make a little hole with the cheese just so that it's easier and the eggs stay close together. Oh, and one thing I did add to add a little bit of flavor was to add my everything but the bagel seasoning. Of course, why not, right? But that's really it. I put this all on a piece of aluminum foil that I sprayed, and then I just take and fold each of the sides of the tortilla right into the middle and then fold the aluminum foil over the top. That's it. I put this all in a 350-degree oven for about 25-30 minutes and you are done. They come out perfect. The eggs are cooked absolutely perfect. There's no green, so it's not overcooked. This is easily going to be one of my favorite recipes to make because you can make so much of it. I imagine I can just freeze some of them too, and they're so delicious. I just warm them up in a toaster or a microwave in the morning. If I'm at home, I can do it in the air fryer and then you get an extra crispiness. But really, that's it. It was so easy and so delicious. All right, now for lunch, I wanted to make a big bowl of some hearty vegetable-filled pasta salad. Now, the first thing I did was boil this package of pasta. I bought this from Trader Joe's. It's tortellini that's filled with pesto. Oh my gosh, so good, so delicious. I highly recommend you give this a try if you love pesto. So on a separate stove, I just boiled this pasta according to the directions on the packaging, and then I just dunked it in cold water right after it was done so it would cool down and stop cooking and not get mushy. And then while that was going on, I wanted to saute some onions and some mushrooms. For some reason, I really don't like uncooked mushrooms, and so I always cook my mushrooms, but if you're okay with uncooked, go ahead and just keep them uncooked. But I just sauteed a bunch of green onions and then added mushrooms and some seasoning salt, sauteed that up until the mushrooms were really cooked through, and that was it. Added it to a big bowl that had shredded carrots, that had some fresh green onions, red bell pepper, and broccoli. All of those extra things were not cooked, only the mushroom was cooked. And then I added my pasta to the big bowl and some light balsamic vinaigrette that I had already in the fridge. Usually I make my own, but if there is already some in the fridge, this time it was because I went to a trip and I forgot to bring my own, so we had to go out and buy it. That's why I have it, and I wanted to use it up and not let it go to waste. But just mix that all up and yeah, serve it up in little Tupperwares and you're ready for the week. What I do like to do to add even more vegetables, because I love my vegetables, is add a layer of arugula or baby greens, whatever you have in hand. But I put a layer on the bottom and then I add about a cup and a half of the pasta salad with a ton of vegetables, and I'm ready for lunch. It's really hearty, really filling because you've got the pasta and all the vegetables, and I have a side of fruit with my lunch, and I'm good for the day. All right, now for dinner, I wanted to have some beefsteak. This is, I think, a Filipino dish, but I make it a lot because it's really easy and it comes together really quickly. All I do for the main beefsteak is to cut up a ton of onions. I add it to a frying pan. With the onions, I also added some garlic. And then on the side, I have my meat, and I buy shaved sirloin steak. They have it at Trader Joe's, but you can also buy it from wherever. But on the side, I always have that marinating in some soy sauce, lemon juice, and that's it. So then after the onions are cooked a little bit and you can see a lot of of color on them, I add the beefsteak because it doesn't really take that long to cook. After adding the beefsteak, I add some black pepper, make sure everything is cooked through. And then really after the meat is cooked through, it's kind of like a taste test. You taste if it's too sour, not salty enough, add some soy sauce. If it's too salty, add some more lemon, and you play around like that because really there's not that many ingredients. But that's really it for the beefsteak. It's really simple, it comes together really fast, and I don't know why, but I love having it during the summertime just because it's very hearty and it really doesn't take very long to make. Alright, so for my other two side dishes to go with the beefsteak is some rice. And I really wanted to make brown rice, but realized that it would take too long, and so I improvised and made some quinoa. I love having quinoa because I can make it super quickly, but not only that, it's really good and delicious. So I just made a batch of quinoa, and then for my veggies, I sauteed some green beans. I bought this package of green beans from Trader Joe's that's already trimmed and washed. Saves a ton of hassle, so highly recommend that if you're meal prepping for the week and you're tight on time to buy things that are already washed and cut and trimmed, because it does save a lot of the prep time. But I just sauteed that, a little bit of avocado oil, and then I added some garlic to that, and really that's it. I added my green beans and some salt and pepper, kept it really simple, adjusted for salt and pepper after tasting it, and that's it. As I told you, I think before, I love having green beans, especially during the summertime, and I like to keep it simple. I've already shared a different recipe with you guys. This is just a different variation of it, even quicker variation because there's no boiling needed. This is just straight in the pan and you just fry it up. So super easy, definitely recommend. Alright, and that is a wrap on my summer meal prep for 2019. Cannot believe that summertime is almost over. It's still very hot in Seattle, so I'm still very looking forward to the next month and transitioning from summer to fall. I'm excited to share a new series on the month for September for my channel. You guys, I am almost at 1,500 subscribers. Absolutely crazy, so excited, and it's all thanks to you. So thank you for watching. If you guys love summer meal prep, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, live life tastefully balanced.